Hey guys, today we have a special video for you guys. I don't usually make videos, I stream, but I had a really good match against a player named Domazas, who is a player on the Discord, very active. And we tried to set up a match together, and I didn't queued into him, so I started recording this. And you see, it's a 20-minute battle, so it's a pretty good battle. Let's get into it. I'll be commentating the decision making and some of the things that I was thinking about during the game and things that I've learned. So I have a very standard opening, which I have, flamethrower, mortar, engineer, and I'll let them capture some points. And then I'm going to send every unit to capture the right side crate, to try to capture the right side crate, because the theory is against a good player, a player of the same skill level, there's no way you can get both crates. So I don't know how good he is. At this point I didn't know how good he is. So I was giving him the benefit of the doubt, and then I see he has already have an engineer on the crate, which is a little surprising. Oh yeah, he's playing Germany, as you can see. His units levels are in general a little bit lower than mine. His Jaegers are level 9. My units are, I have level 8 engineer, but level 10 fire, flamethrower, and mortars. So I have a slight advantage here. And you see here he has his Jaeger. I got my flamethrower off of the crate because his engineer is no longer on it, so it's letting it decap naturally. But now he's gotten back on it. His Jaeger is stopping my capture of the point there. And I made another mortar and a flamethrower, like that's my usual setup. And he jumps into the building. So this game made me realize that Jaegers in buildings are so strong, especially on this map because there's a lot of buildings, and that this house right here he's sitting in is like able to harass your points. Like I can't build a tower on that point because if I do, his Jaeger's gonna kill it. So you see me building a tower in the back, but I would have preferred to build a tower in the front, like in the point that he's contesting, and then make like upgrade it to be anti-infantry. So I have no good units to clear his infantry. Like, look, his Jaeger leaves and he just puts another Jaeger in. I don't do enough damage to buildings with flamethrowers or engineers do okay damage to the building itself, but they're really like low HP, right? So you see my engineers needs to go back and just heal. So I just lost like the early game completely. I didn't get a crate. I didn't get my own point. I didn't kill any of his units, and things are just going very poorly. So in hindsight, like this map is really bad for me in tier 1 because I have no units to put into. I have no units to put into buildings because I put flamethrowers in. They have no range, so they just sit there and do nothing. I put in engineers. They have a little bit of range, but not enough to actually affect the battle. Unlike Jaegers, and if I put mortars in, I'm stupid because mortars can't shoot out of buildings. So I'm like here. I'm desperately trying to reclaim my own point, but he has people on the point. Like I actually just can't. And then now I see this crate spawn. I'm like, okay, well I lost the first 2 crates. I need to try to get this crate. So I run every unit of mine towards the left side. The Soviet units are fast, except for the mortars. The mortars are the slowest out of all 3 nations' mortars. And I just see him building a tower on my point. That's just like adding insult to injury. But I probably should have used the bomb ability on the tower to maybe kill it. But I think at that point I was so like flustered by losing the early game. And here I try to contest this crate, which he already had a Jaeger there, which is very surprising. I don't know, like... Okay, here this building is really annoying because I try to click on the crate. It'll like be clicking on the building sometimes. And I was so flustered I used my like... See, my flamethrower just keeps going to the wrong place. I used the Tenacious Assault ability a little early. Like, it didn't actually do anything. It's completely wasted. That is a mistake I made. And I'm trying to win this point. Again, he just puts his Jaeger into the building, and I can't deal with it. Like, my mortars shooting the building don't do much damage to it. And then I put my engineers into the building on the right, because I was like, if he gets his unit in, then there's no way I'm getting this crate. So I need to deny him the building, even though my engineers can't actually attack from there. You see, it's not doing anything, because his range is not long enough. But his Jaeger is not. So now, I still end up losing the crate, because he is just able to put his Jaeger in the building. Like, it's crazy. There needs to be like a way to deal for me to deal with this eventually. I need to think about it more, but this is a bad map for that because I just don't have I lost my engineer. I was like, okay, I'll lose it. I'll just replace it with flamethrowers eventually, but it became very apparent to me that I wasn't gonna win the infantry battle on this map with all these buildings. He just keeps putting his guys in buildings. I've upgraded my tower on the bottom side, so because his Jaeger's trying to kill it. I think he still ends up getting it. I thought the tower would win, but I think they it's level 5 tower against level 9 Jaeger, so it makes sense if I lost. So he destroyed the tower there now. I was very sad and surprised to find it, and that lost me like 150 supply, 250 actually. I upgraded it, and I lose the income from the from it being there. I'm like, what? Like here, I sent my flamethrower to the other side because I thought this was fine, but I was very surprised and very unhappy. I'm trying to desperately get the C point so I can stall the points. I don't want to bleed points while I'm getting screwed over as little as possible, right? So now I try to run all of my units back. I lose the armored infantry to the west bit, which is bad. And I'm like, okay, I need to get this crate. If I don't get this crate, I already lost 3 crates, which added to 600, which is bad, but not too bad. I was like, okay, I gotta get this crate. I gotta throw everything I have at it. I don't want to build a armored unit right now. There's a lot of money. My goal is to save up for KV. I know his deck only has a Tiger and the Yak Panzer for dealing with KVs. The Westwood comes, but I get it just in time, and I'm like, okay, everybody get the fuck out of here. If you die, you die. You bring me points for my reinforcement ability. So usually I like to save for 2 KVs, but in this situation, there's no way. Oh, I lose another flamethrower. So I have 4 units at this point. Gotta wait for tier up another 200, another 200 resources to go. Here I'm really despairing. I got pushed all the way to my map. I can't deal with the Wespa. I have 2 mortars left. He's pushing me from both sides. I'm pretty screwed. I just gotta wait and hope my KV can turn the game around. The Wespa is really good at killing infantry. It's really good at its job. So now I get my tier 3. And as soon as tier 3 pops, I'm gonna get my rapid resupply and push out again. I'm trying to save the tower on the top left. Okay, tier 3, boom, boom, KV, let's go. And then during tier up, I got enough money to make another flamethrower. You'll see me make a flamethrower very soon. My freaking pillbox is even gonna die. And KV is on the way to reclaim my territory. You see, the KV is actually able to deal with units and buildings. But that took onto tier 3. That's pretty bad. So I have about 200 points left. Not much, but enough to maybe turn it around. So I'm not super desperate yet. And I'm trying to clear this. I knew he built a tower here. I'm gonna try to clear the tower so I can recapture it. So I see it 1. Yeah, the observation tower too, which is, I don't know if that's a good choice. 2. And I think I mismicro my KV here a little bit. Yeah, I thought the tower would just be dead. It has so little HP left, and then I leave it to do other things, and now the KV is just turning. It's it's so bad because when I try to move it, it'll try to target the engineer to turn his turret, and then when I try to go target the freaking tower, it'll turn its whole body, but the turret turns the other way. So basically, it was just turning nothing. It was just wasting time. That was bad micro. I should have just left it to do what it was doing, but this one was a little bit panicking. Eventually, do get the tower, pop my ability, and then to try to get this thing, but get this point. But my flamethrower isn't going to be able to win. My KV needs to come back and help. Here, this crate is very important as well. I don't want him to get it. I need to get it so I can make more units. I don't usually want to make T-34s, but at this point, I'm seriously considering a T-34 because I just need the help. Need the anti-infantry power that it provides. So I put my armored infantry onto the crate and have a mortar supporting it, so it should be fine. Here I see the Yak Panzer. I don't really play against Yak Panzer a lot, so I don't really know how much damage it will do to me. So I kind of just, okay, I don't want to risk it, pull my KV back, have it be behind this building, so he can't shoot me without me shooting back. And then I realized here he has his west bit still. I thought he ran the back base, but his west bit was like on this side of the river, like close to the side of the river. So, and I realized I mismicro my KV into the line of sight of the thing of the Panzerjäger again, which is very bad. The engineer I got into to walk up and kill the west bit was very low. It got shot by my KV once. And I had to retreat my KV because it's too low on HP. If the Panzerjäger comes and just shoots it, it'll die. So I got it back home. I needed to get these points, so I was like, okay, well I still need anti-infantry units, so I'm gonna build a T-34, especially because it's Panzerjägers here. So you see that one mortar is able to hit the Jaeger, even though the Jaeger is like dancing around the flamethrower. The flamethrower can't shoot because, okay, he screwed up the micro there a bit. But the one mortar I had in the back was still doing work. So I made a T-34 to help me with these points. Right now, 64 points I've stabilized. I have neutralized the cap and gotten the mid-center cap point. So as long as like I can stabilize, this is good. So I'm not gonna lose. So I can fix my KV, wait for another minute for my rapid resupply, make another KV probably. So right now I get my T-34 here, I get it to kill the Panzerjäger. I was very surprised that one shot from the Jagdpanzer plus the Blitzkrieg ability did like 60% of like T-34's HP. So I was like, okay, I don't want to lose my T-34 right now. I'm gonna retreat and not kill the Panzerjäger. This point, I'm gonna throw my units there to delay it, and then I'm gonna get the KV to another KV, the T-34 to clear the other side. And hold my middle point for me. Make another heavy infantry. Let's see. Yeah, I'm in the heavy infantry, sending my units to these points. Just gotta hold it, make sure they don't get decaptured. Okay, so we got the center point. It's fine. I lost my engineer. I think 2 engineers is pretty important for having, for repairing the KVs, because the KVs, you know, take a lot of damage from the Panzerjäger. Jagdpanzer. So now I'm gonna chase after Jagdpanzer. I don't really know how many shots it would take for KV to kill it because I don't really play against it. I didn't chase too far because I was scared of like he has another Panzerjäger at home or something. And I don't really need to kill it. I just need to hold my points, stabilize, get another KV out when the rapid resupply is done. So he saw me like back off, and then he chased my KV a little bit. I used the terrain to my advantage. So you know, like this map, I lost the early game because the map was really bad for me, but I'm winning the late game because the map is really good for me now, because these these terrain buildings are making his Jagdpanzer hard to use. He has a Stug. Stug doesn't do really much to the KV. You see there, barely like scratched it. And then my KV went and killed it. Even got a veterancy for itself, which is kind of nice. The T-34 that I saved was very useful in holding the middle. So his Jagdpanzer is sitting there now, not doing much. I disbanded my T-34 to get another KV out. I got the crate, so I had enough money. And then I made one last, I think, armored infantry or something. So I was like, okay, 15 pop cap. This is gonna be my final army probably. This will be enough to win the game. Probably. Like, I'll just keep holding on. His Jagdpanzer doesn't really do much to infantry, so I'm just having my like flamethrower delay. Keep sending units, retreating them when needed. This flamethrower probably needs to be retreated. Here I think my thought process was, I'll just let it die, I'll make a new one. Yeah, I have the money. Okay, and I'm gonna KB to push the Jagdpanzer. I wanna see what it does in the 1-1 situation. Even if I lose this one now, I still have another KV, so I'm going to take more risk with it. And then I get my other KV to flank around the back. You see it's coming from the other way. And then my KV drives up, shoots the Panzerjäger once. It's taking a little while because it's turning to a turret. Cool, I shoot it twice, I kill it. So there, I don't know if I was supposed to kill it in 2 shots. I do have 2 levels over it. If I had to use 3 shots to kill it, I might have lost one of the KVs. Maybe not, because I do have the Tenacious Assault ability that I just used anyway. not sure how my KV would have fared if that was equal levels. Anyway, we can continue to like fortify our position. Now that I'm feeling really good at myself, I have 2 KVs out. I have extra resources, I started building some bunkers. So in case something bad happens, the bunker will help defend, and just in time too. He has 2 units coming into the middle, and then my bunker is finishing up, upgraded to anti-light vehicle, which is really good in infantry. And the middle, I wasn't even looking at it much, yeah, because I knew like it's no way I can't come back check. It's like, okay, yeah, I won it pretty convincingly. I retreated my full health flamer because I was like, I want to go grab that crate. I don't want him to grab that crate and like sneak out like more units. And then I also get my KV to go into his base just to like pressure him. If I lose it, I don't feel too bad. If I don't like, because I can still have 1 more KV, I have rapid resupply for another one. And I want to go in and like, you know, see what he has and pressure him. He got, you know, very scared. He used the defensive artillery. KV is able to just drive through it. It's not too bad. I saw a West Pit. I don't know why he still has a West Pit. I don't know why he like made a second West Pit. Maybe he's just trying to like break my infantry and like rush my points. Whatever the case, I send my KV after it. 1 shot is not quite enough. I'm trying for a second shot. I think the Stug was a mistake. The Stug is just not good at killing KV because it has 130 armor pen. KV has like 210 armor, 200 armor. So it does like 20-30% damage to, like the Stug does 20-30% damage to the KV. Unless you're shooting from the back. Anyway, don't want to fight the Stug. I'm going to chase the Westpit around. Get my other KV to come as well, actually, just in case this keeps running the bridge. You see my other KV rolling up. And then my KV gets the kill. I'm like, okay, that's all I want. I don't want to stay and fight the Stug. What if he makes another Panzerjäger? Or Jagdpanzer. I'll be very like scared. I don't want to like lose the KV for free. So I pull my KV back. The other KV drives in to do some pressuring. I even push into his base kind of, but I didn't decide to go commit because there's no point. Like, I'm stable, I'm holding 2 points. I can win this if I just don't screw things up and lose my tanks. Phew. So now it's like relatively slow. I started building bunkers at every point. I sent some units even to capture the left side because he really, all his effort is focused on this side at this point. He sends his Jaegers and he starts shooting my pillbox, which is being built, which is very smart because pillbox under construction very weak, so he can like get good damage on it. But unfortunately, like armored infantry is pretty good. Even though it's 1 level lower, it's able to do damage. I see my KV be like at like half HP. I was like, what happened? Why is it at half HP? I was looking here. I was like, is there gonna be is there a Jagdpanzer there? Because why is my thing at half HP? That shouldn't happen to a Stug. And I think I was right. There was a Jagdpanzer there. I don't have vision on it right now. I'm running my like armor infantry up a little bit. So like maybe I can get vision on there with my infantry. You seem like hesitating a little bit. Like how far do I want to push up? You know, like I do want to hold the point. Like I don't want to like even though I know my bunker is doing well, I don't want to like risk losing the point. He pushes Stug up to kill my bunker. Stug lost vision, I think. Yeah, he's like looking at my. There you see the firing of the Jagdpanzer. There you go. That's the Jagdpanzer. He drove his Stug up to clear my bunker. My KV is just sitting here waiting for him to come in. When he loses the range advantage, he's gonna get my bunker. That's okay. I kill him. Bunker costs 550. The Stug costs like 500 something. It's an even trade, but right now money is not the problem for me. I have rapid resupply. Anytime I want to pop it. So basically at this point the game is won. Like this like little building block here is really nice, right? I can send my KVs here. I can't get sniped unless he goes like all the way around, which is really inconvenient for him. And I just chill here and pop out to reinforce my points whenever they need help. So he's getting desperate, throwing everything he has. But it's not going to be enough. Panzerjäger is actually like okay against infantry, has a machine gun on it, so I'm going to pull my infantry back. Get my KVs to push up. Here, basically just, you know, sealing like the name of the coffin. I'm going to go kill the Panzerjäger, it's going to get 1 shot. It's from reinforcements. That's why it's level 5. And then the Panzerjäger is very scared. It backs up some more. It's shaking its head. It's not shaking its head, but it's shaking its head no. But the KB doesn't listen, and the KB just kills it. And at this point, I built a bunch of bunkers. It's not because BM. I do have bunker building daily quest, and also the season quest. But I think if you don't finish the bunker, you don't actually get the progress for it. So that was a tough battle. Domazas, very good player. You see here, I had built pillboxes as a mission, so I wasn't lying. 20-minute battle for +9 points. It's not that worth. He's a strong player. I need to rethink my strategy on how to deal with Jaegers and buildings. So overall, this map was really bad for me in the early game and really good for me in the late game. So it kind of evens out. Hope to play Domazas again, especially when we can play on equal levels. Because now I'm thinking like, did I win because I had higher levels? I think I still would have won with equal levels. But who knows? Like, it might have been closer. Anyway, thanks for tuning in to this like pretty special segment, because I don't do videos, but maybe I'll do this more if we get better games, like more good games. And I'll see you guys later.